The world is at war. The United States, a rising global power, teams up with nations across the globe to fight against fascism. Across the oceans, a young India, still under colonial rule, dreams of freedom and shaping its future. What if I told you that these two nations with completely different journeys are now working together to influence the future of the world? But here's the twist. Their bond, though promising, is still delicate. How did this happen? And what challenges lie ahead? Let's dive in.
Historical context, 1941 to 1945. Post-independence relations, 1947 to 1965.
1947, India gained independence. The United States, already a global power, sees potential in this new democracy. But differences in ideologies quickly create distance. Under Prime Minister Nehru, India chooses a non-aligned policy, staying neutral in the Cold War. The US, on the other hand, picks Pakistan as its main ally in South Asia, offering weapons and aid. This is where mistrust begins. But imagine if Nehru had leaned towards the US. Could the Kashmir conflict have been resolved sooner? Would India have avoided wars in its early years? History doesn't give second chances, and these choices shaped the relationship for decades.
The Cold War shift, 1965 to 1991.
The 1960s weren't much better. India's war with China in 1962 shocked the world. The US offered some support, but when India turned to the Soviet Union for long-term defense aid, the US felt betrayed. The Cold War left Indo-US relations frozen. But this wasn't the end. The 1971 Bangladesh Liberation War brought tensions to a peak. How did a secret deal between the US and Pakistan almost spoil this historic moment for India? Stay with me to find out. 1971. India achieves a historic victory by liberating Bangladesh. But as India celebrates, Washington imposes sanctions. Unhappy with India's nuclear ambitions, mistrust now seems impossible to erase.
A strategic turn, 1991 to 2001. Strengthening ties and strategic dialogues, 1991 to 2007.
Things only began to improve in the 1990s. With the Cold War over, India opened its economy to the world. US companies like Google and Microsoft discovered a wealth of talent in India. The world started noticing India's rise. But economic growth alone wasn't enough to repair decades of mistrust.
Civil nuclear deal and major agreements, 2006 to 2007.
A major breakthrough came in 2008 with the civil nuclear deal. It marked a turning point for trust between these two democracies. Yet even this step raised questions. Could this new trust survive future challenges?
India's rise as a strategic defense partner, 2008 to 2016. Defense partnership milestones, strategic defense partnership milestones.
Now let's fast forward to the 21st century. Terrorism, climate change, and a rising China bring India and the US closer than ever before. Agreements like COMCASA, LEMOA, and BECA set the stage for a strong defense partnership. Chandrayaan and NASA's NISAR project show the power of their scientific teamwork.
Military engagements, strategic dialogues and regional cooperation, Indo-Pacific and counter-terrorism, economic and trade relations beyond trade, strategic synergy, energy and climate change.
Beyond diplomacy, millions of Indian students now study in the US, and the Indian-American community has become a key part of American politics. Leaders like Sundar Pichai and Kamala Harris symbolize this growing bond. What do you think is the biggest achievement of Indo-US relations so far? Let me know in the comments below.
Climate collaboration, landmark achievements, people-to-people ties, strengthening India-US relations, technology and space collaboration, ISRO-NASA and ICATI initiatives.
Even with all these successes, the partnership isn't perfect. Disputes over trade and visa rules continue to create friction. India's purchase of the S-400 missile system from Russia tests US patience. And while both nations aim for a free Indo-Pacific, aligning their strategies is still a big challenge. So, can these two democracies overcome their differences and build a lasting partnership? Or will history repeat itself?
Expanding cooperation in space and science technology, geopolitical alignment and shared vision, bilateral platform and strategic partnerships, economic and political challenges. In India-US relation defense and strategic challenges, defense divergence, strategic cooperation, for future growth strengthening. India-US partnership.
The Indo-US relationship isn't just about politics. It's about two nations coming together to define what democracy and cooperation mean in today's world. Together, their decisions will shape the future of the planet. But here's the question, not just for the leaders of these nations, but for all of us. Can we build a partnership that inspires trust and creates opportunities for everyone? Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We'd love to hear your suggestions for our next topic. Drop your ideas in the comments below. Turn your grind into glory.